So, welcome to this one. So, ang topic namin is mula sa chapter 3, lesson 4, lesson 4.1. So, implementing the design curriculum as change process. So, design curriculum, it is the phase where teacher's action takes place. So, dito, sa lesson 4.1, dito natin malaman yung curriculum implementation. Kung saan nangyayari ito kapag yung teacher is tuturo na mismo sa kanyang mga estudyante. It is one of the most crucial process in curriculum development, although many education planners would say a good plan is a work half done. So, for example, nagawa mo na yung mga design, lahat nagawa mo na yun. Sa gitna mo na. Nasa implementation ka na yung topic. Pagdating sa implementation is hindi ka marunong pa anong yung gawin. So parang yung trabaho is maganda yung kalahati, hindi pa. Yung parang, yung tapos na yung kalahati, yung kalahati, 50-50 pa. Curriculum implementation means putting into practice the written curriculum that has been designed in syllabi, course or study, curricular guides, and subjects. So, ang curriculum implementation, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na kung ano yung nasa syllabi ng teacher, kung ano yung sa lesson plan ng teacher is, ito na yung time na para ituturo sa mga estudyante, paano niya, the way siya magturo sa kanyang estudyante. Paano ang turtle set is paano siya i-teach sa mga estudyante, paano siya ipa-implement sa estudyante. So, who wants to read second for IB?
It is a process wherein the learners acquire a plan for intended knowledge, skills, attitudes that are aimed at enabling the same learners to function effectively in society.
So, sa curriculum implementation, dito na natin malaman kung ano matagda yung capacity ng ating mga estudyante. Siyempre, sa objectives pa lang natin, hindi natin alam kung ano lang yung kaya nila. So, makakakonclude tayo na, ay, ganito ko lang yung kaya ng estudyante ko, ganito yung gagawin ko. Pero sa curriculum implementation, dito natin malalaman kung tama ba yung instinct natin na, ganyan pala yung klase ng estudyante ko. At dito na natin susubukan yung dito natin makikita kung gaano or ano yung mga kakayahan ng ating mga estudyante. So, dito is matuloy ni
Start.
So next is the organs and hands things maintain editor story about the reading of the curriculum. As the interaction between the curriculum that has been written and planned and the person who are in change to read it, to them curriculum implementation implies the following. According to Ornstein and Hankins, they believe that the implementing curriculum is the interaction between the curriculum as written to the written and planned. So, ang tinutukoy na dito is yung lesson plan na i-implement ng isang teacher sa classroom. So, next. So, the number one is shift from what is the current to a new or enhanced curriculum. So, yung according dito is yung dating curriculum is pinapalitan then yung curriculum na yun is para mas ma-enhance yung learnings ng mga learners. Then the next is change knowledge, actions, attitude of the person involved. So, sa pamamagitan ng pag-implement ng new curriculum is nababago natin yung napapalitan yung knowledge ng learners and then yung mga kanilang actions and then yung kanilang mga attitude or kanilang mga behaviors. So next is the change in the behavior using new strategies and resources. So yung dating curriculum is napapalitan yung mga strategies and the resources. So, dito, yung dati kay, ang ginagamit nila na pinagkukunan ng resources is yung sa book, kumukuha sila sa library, and then ngayon is we are focusing on the internet or the social media. Then the next is change which require the effort, yes, goes with the activity. So, kailangan natin na yung goals natin is mas ma-achieve ng ating mga estudyante or the learners. It's like last and latter months 1982. The trying out of the new practice and what it looks like when actually used in school system. So according to last and latter month, the curriculum implementation is trying out a new practice. Kumbaga ito yung pag-apply natin ng ating lesson plan na ating ginawa sa classroom. Then, in the classroom context, teaching. So, content teaching is implementing means using the plan as a guide to engage with the learners and the teaching learning process with the end in this view that learning has occurred and learning outcomes have been achieved. So, implementing, ang ibig sabihin lang ng implementing is using the plan as a guide. So, ang tinutukoy dito ng plan as a guide is yung lesson na ating ginawa at saka yung curriculum guide na kinukurahan natin ng guide to the learner in the teaching learning process with the learners. So, para malaman natin na yung ating learning outcomes na achievable ba na-achieve ng ating estudyante is, di ba sa ating lesson plan, doon sa last part niya is, mayroon tayong evaluation or yung pagkatapos natin mag-explain ng ating topic, then magbibigay tayo ng quiz or assignment. Then, halimbawa kung mataas yung scores ng ating estudyante, doon natin malalaman yung na-achieve ba ng ating learners yung ating It involves different strategies of teaching with different support instructional materials to go with this strategy. So, ang tinutukoy dito is yung mga support instructional materials. So, ang tinutukoy dito is like PPT and etc. Para kung paano ma-achieve ng estudyante or ma-learn ng estudyante yung ating tinuturo. Next slide. Okay, so this slide is referred by Gemma Cayetano.
Based on Kevin Ford's field model. So, currently, when the father of social psychology explained the process of change, so the model can be used to explain curriculum change and implementation. In the educational landscape, there will be always no opposing force. So, the driving force and the restraining force. If the two forces ay pantay lamang, so pag pantay lamang yung driving forces at yung restraining forces is walang change na mangyayari. So pag mas mataas yung driving forces is mayroong change na mangyayari sa ating curriculum. Pag mababa pag mas mataas naman yung restraining force, yung change na yun is ma-prevent at hindi na mangyayari. So, this idea of Kurt Lewin is his force field theory.
In Machiel, in 1990, categorized curriculum change as follows. So, what's three? Substitution. The current curriculum will be replaced or substituted by a new one. Sometimes, we call this a complete outward one. So, substitution, the current curriculum will be replaced or substituted by a new one. Sometimes, always we have to do it. As a teacher, we are required to substitute a new textbook for an old one. Undoubtedly, this kind of change is the easiest way to make teachers in practice is about change of course in schools. As a teacher, kailangan natin mag-provide ng
textbooks sa mga students natin na example, hindi tayo present sa school, is may ma-studyhan sila pagdating sa very loud sa pag-pawis. So in alteration, this is a minor change of the character existing curriculum.
Alteration. There is a minor change in the current existing curriculum. So,
Alteration and curriculum change involves making change to a pre-designed curriculum during the implementation of the original expectation. This can be true. So, altering the curriculum's philosophy aims
alteration. There is a minor change in the current alteration. There is a minor change in the current or existing curriculum. So,
change involves making changes to a pre-designed curriculum during implementation that differ from the original expectations. So this can be included first, altering the curriculum's philosophy, aims, and objectives. Second, reviewing content for revising methods. Fourth, reviewing evaluation procedures. So other categories of curriculum change include substitution, reservation, restructuring, and modification. Changing curriculum is a complex process that requires careful planning, collaboration, communication, and evaluation.
restructuring. Building a new structure would mean major change or modification in a school system, degree, program, or educational system. So,
Restructuring curriculum change involves making significant changes to the way the school system operates and is organized. This can include introducing new curriculum to teachers and students, which may require new textbooks and concept for teachers. Teaching and learning, changing teaching and learning methods based on users.
so in restructuring, building a new structure would mean major change.
Dito is dapat yung teachers meron siyang iba't ibang strategy para malaman ng mga students yung naisip ng ating mga teacher kung ano ang gusto nila malaman about sa topic. So,
Number 4 is reservations.
in curriculum change,
There are changes that are disruptive, but teachers have to adjust to them within a fairly short time. So,
in curriculum change are, for example, a principal might change the class schedule to catch up in national testing or a dean might shorten the schedule for extracurricular activities. Curriculum change is a complex process that requires careful planning, communication, collaboration, and evaluation.
It's an ongoing process that involves
Developing new skills and feeling around new programs.
Valorization. This is a type of curriculum change. Perhaps this classification will expand to shape the emphasis that the teacher provides, which are not within the traditional vision of the school or vice versa.
So, in value rotation, dito na napapasok yung dapat tinuturo ng teacher natin yung iba't ibang style, kung paano ba mas madaling matuto yung estudyante at mapakita yung teacher kung paano maging mabuting guro in the future yung mga students na dapat sa ating school or sa ating classroom is magiging respectful tayo sa ating mga kasama.
the very important element of curriculum implementation, the developmental, participatory, and physical. Developmental should develop multi-perspective and makes learning autonomous. There should be teacher support and trying new tasks, reflection on the new experiences, and challenge. So in this developmental, there will be support coming from the teacher. There should always support coming from the different resources that are needed for the implementation of the curriculum. So developmental because students are participative and likewise the teacher or the peer are essential and the curriculum implementation. Participatory. For curriculum implementation to succeed because other stakeholders like peers, school leader, parents, and curriculum is necessary. So, when we say participatory, during the curriculum implementation, so you as a teacher is not alone. There are stakeholders that involve the implementation of the curriculum. For example, we make up the LGU, the barangay captain, the kagawad, or the municipal board. So those people in there or other private individuals. So that's why it is participatory because stakeholder participate in all the plans and implementation of these plans of the school. So that's the part of what we call as community of stakeholder. Supportive. Curriculum implementation is required in the process of change. Material support like supplies, equipment, conductive learning environment like classroom, laboratory should be available. So, and they're supportive, it gives support, and it gives support, to give support. So that's why it terms supportive, it gives support, it gives justice to the discussion or the topic.